Number 10. Allergy pills. Allergy pills provide relief to sneezing, runny nose, stuffiness, and other cold symptoms. And yes, we are fully aware that this point seems redundant, but did you know that certain allergy pills contain diphenhydramine? Diphenhydramine, besides being used to treat allergies and cold symptoms, is also commonly used for a cheap and fast high. When taken in large doses, diphenhydramine causes visual and auditory hallucinations, dizziness, delirium, and sedation. Another interesting effect created by diphenhydramine is the mixture of dreaming and reality. This can be very positive because you could have nice dreams, but it could also be very negative because you could have nightmares. If you feel like your medication is giving you a similar effect, take less and talk to your doctor. Number 9. Chili peppers. Red, hot, and spicy. Chili peppers are known for their heat and general spiciness around the world. But what is it exactly that gives it that heat? Well, the answer to that is capsaicin. Chili peppers in particular contain high levels of this chemical, which causes the burning sensation from spicy food. Soon after consumption, it forces the brain to release endorphins to block the heat. The result of that? A strong head buzz, numbness, and increased pleasure and euphoria, though not like recreational drugs. Some research even suggests that capsaicin in higher levels can have mild hallucinogenic effects. There are many cases in which people who consumed large amounts of chili peppers report seeing objects that weren't even in the room and losing feelings in body parts. Number 8. Permanent markers. Depending on what you do in your spare time, you may very well use permanent markers on a regular basis. It's hard to believe that something we use every day can potentially be dangerous. When you use the markers, you may notice a strong smell coming off the tip and the paper where you've used it. Inhaling these fumes has been proven to cause psychoactive effects from the chemical solvents in the marker. People who use markers to get high often start off experiencing a euphoric, dreamy high, with confusion, clumsiness, and emotional instability. Within 45 or so minutes, the side effects of nausea and memory loss will start to kick in. If that's not bad enough, long-time use equates to permanent damage to your brain, liver, and kidneys, with increased heart rate and spasms in the arms and legs being most common. Along with all that fun stuff, it's not uncommon for a first-time inhaler to die from a condition called sudden sniffing death, which is caused by suffocation from lack of oxygen or a high concentration of fumes. While normal use is probably fine, please don't sniff your markers. Number 7. Hand sanitizer. When you're on the go, hand sanitizers are your best friend. They're effective in preventing the spread of the seasonal flu, colds, and other viral or bacterial-based diseases. However, excessive use of hand sanitizers has been proven to cause intoxication, which has led to a positive urine test for alcohol. Non-alcohol-free hand sanitizers contain on average 60 to 65% ethyl alcohol, which is higher than alcohol found in beer, wine, and many alcoholic beverages. According to a study, 11 volunteers were given hand sanitizer and asked to continuously apply it throughout the day. The results were 8 out of the 11 subjects testing positive for alcohol in their urine, indicating that the alcohol was being metabolized and that those 8 volunteers were slowly becoming intoxicated. In a rather odd DUI hearing in 2008, a man's defense against being intoxicated was that Purell hand sanitizer, which he had used several times throughout the day, had caused his urine test to come out positive. Whether or not this is true is unknown, but nonetheless, the court sentenced him to 5 days in prison for his DUI. Number 6. Nutmeg. That's right, nutmeg. That brown spice you sprinkle over casseroles and hot drinks. Taken in large quantities, nutmeg can produce a psychedelic high. This is because nutmeg contains myristicin, a psychoactive compound which has similar hallucinogenic effects to those of LSD. Due to this, many people have attempted to get high from smoking and eating nutmeg. Around 30 minutes to an hour after taking large doses, people usually experience severe side effects, including vomiting, nausea, and diarrhea. Several hours later, they begin to experience a medley of visual, auditory, and sensory hallucinations that could last up to 2 days. Luckily, this is only in very high doses, so sprinkling a little into your baked goods is perfectly safe. Number 5. Chocolate. Chocolate is one of the most popular sweets in the world. We often give chocolate to our loved ones on Valentine's Day and kids on Halloween. However, chocolate contains theobromine, phenylethylamine, and anandamide. These chemicals have a profound effect on the brain and demonstrate that chocolate has a definite physiological effect on the body. Anandamide helps to stimulate neurotransmitters in the brain and allow feel-good waves to flow easier. Phenylethylamine, on the other hand, is a chemical that our brain releases when we fall in love, and acts as an antidepressant when combined with the dopamine in our brain. Lastly, theobromine affects humans similarly to caffeine, but on a much smaller scale. don't let any of the big words dissuade you from eating chocolate. It's still healthy within reason. In fact, one would have to consume more than 25 pounds of chocolate at once to get high. Number 4. Water. Who would have guessed that water would make itself into this list? A recent study found that traces of illegal drugs had been found in drinking water all across North America. In one case, researchers at McGill University found traces of illicit and prescription drugs in drinking water in southern Ontario. Small contaminations like these could potentially further contaminate larger drinking water sources with a whole ton of nasty substances. So how did these drugs get into the water supply? According to the investigation, for some reason it's quite popular to just flush unneeded medication and drugs down the toilet. And since the average sewer water filter isn't trying to filter out these chemicals, much of it ends up in reservoirs. Number 3. Vanilla extract. Vanilla extract doesn't just make your cookies smell and taste better. Vanilla extract actually contains around 35 to 40% ethanol, the same type of alcohol found in wine, beer, and hard liquor. Similarly, distilled drinks like vodka and whiskey contain, on average, 40% ethanol. In July of 2016, a 67-year-old Georgian woman faced a drunk driving charge after allegedly causing a crash while drunk on vanilla extract. The arresting officer reported the smell of alcohol on her breath and found an empty bottle of vanilla extract that she appeared to have consumed. Luckily, short of drinking an entire bottle, a teaspoon or two in a batch of cookies isn't going to hurt anyone. Number 2. Sugar. Have you ever had that incredible crave for something sweet? Well, odds are you're craving sugar. Sugar can be found everywhere in our lives, from junk food to our dinners and drinks, to even our fruits and veggies. We see and consume sugar every single day, but often don't realize that sugar is very addicting. A 2008 study by Princeton University found that sugar might be as addictive as cocaine. Well, at least in rats. When we consume sugar, our body releases dopamine, which is a part of a rewarding circuit associated with addictive behaviors. When excess amounts of dopamine are released in your body, you'll start to experience a pleasurable high that you're inclined to experience again. As you repeat the behavior, your body will adjust to releasing less dopamine, making the only way to experience the high again an increase in consumption and frequency. Number 1. Music. Yeah, you heard that right, music. Have you ever felt chills down your spine or goosebumps when you listen to your favorite song? Studies show that when listening to music, our brain releases dopamine, just like sugar. This chemical being released in your brain is the same effect of some drugs. Binaural beats are precisely designed audio tracks that claim to get you high when wearing headphones by inducing the brainwave associated with 2 different frequencies. This is how it works. Frequencies enter our head through the right and left ears. Our brain then tries to synchronize these frequencies, resulting in a new third frequency, the binaural beat. By doing this, you can effortlessly achieve powerful states of focused concentration, deep relaxation, and more. While binaural beats are safer and can be experienced with digitally, they definitely don't get you high the same way illegal drugs do. They did, however, replicate real feelings of meditative calmness and clear-headedness, which is similar to some drug experiences. So grab your headphones and listen to it for yourself.